Atalanta versus Empoli. Atalanta minus 440, Empoli plus 1,000. Empoli plus 2 at minus 120. So do you believe that Empoli will get beat by 3? Draw is at plus 600. The under or over is at 3.5. Surely we see goals, but at minus 130 to see 4, Matty. Are you expecting 4?
I definitely think we could see 4. It's definitely not out of the picture here. Empoli are extremely likely to score in this game, even though this game has, no impact on them whatsoever. And this is a very important game for Atalanta. Well, as long as I guess Roma plays first, so we'll know how important this game is after that first fixture. However, Empoli, both teams to score on the road, is hitting at a ridiculous rate this season. It's at 68% on the entire year, 72% both teams to score at home for Atalanta. I definitely think there could be a lot of goals in this game, but I think the value for this game is on Empoli, regardless of what happens in the Roma game. The last two seasons, Atalanta have had a chance to move their position in the standings in either the final game or the second to last game of the season. They have improved their position in neither of those. At home this season, they have been honestly kind of terrible. They have not looked very good at all. They beat Sampdoria 4-0 on February 28th at home. That was their last home win. Before that, and Serie A, their last home win was November 30th. I think this line at -2 is way, way, way overvalued. They did beat Empoli 4-1 in the reverse fixture. However, every single time Empoli did not cover a -2 or a +2 spread this season in the first fixture, they covered it in the reverse fixture.
So
on the other hand,
mistakes, huh?
Yeah, and on the other hand, Atalanta have only covered a -2 spread, I believe, twice at home this entire season.
What do we think of Empoli to score at minus 160 as a parlay piece?
I love it. I think it's absolutely a great play. And I was actually trying to look up both teams to score an over 2.5 right before this, but I didn't get to it in time. I remember looking last night. I think it was actually priced at like -130 maybe. But yeah, I like Empoli to score. I think that's the safest parlay piece that probably on the board this entire week.
Okay, well, we'll have a little look and stick that in. Mina, Atalanta versus Empoli. Empoli have been better on the road than they have at home. Atalanta, we have not really got a handle on them all through the season. They've disappointed. They've not scored goals. Then they score hatfuls. Could we see an Atalanta reverse to type here and think last game of the season they're going to put on a massive show and score plenty of goals?
It's interesting because I thought they were really good in the first half against Milan last week. They do still play really good football, but obviously something is missing and it's not clicking and they're not converting their opportunities like they used to when they could rely before on Ilicic and a strong Zapata. And what makes it worse in this match is they're not going to have Malinowski, who's suspended. They're without Muriel, and there's doubts over Zapata starting this game. So we're talking about basically the three best opportunities that they have to convert their chances are possibly not playing. We know definitely two aren't. We don't know what Zapata's going to do. There is this part of me that always believes in Pinamonti. He's obviously the Inter player who's on one of the youngest players in Serie A, and he's on 2 million, which is a huge salary in Italy to give to a young player. So he is very talented. He is going to go back to Inter. He does want to raise his numbers. So I do fancy him scoring for Empoli. But it's just like Maddie said, there were 5 goals in the reverse fixture. The style of football between these sides, Atalanta's man for man. They're really aggressive. They're very vertical when they want to be. Empoli are a little bit more about keeping possession and finding their route in a more calm manner. But they lost a lot when they lost their best ball possession player in Samuele Ricci. And Aslani has been good, but perhaps not good enough. He's still too young. And I think they've lacked that ability. I still think this is an Atalanta win because I still think that they play very good football, but I'm not entirely sure who's going to convert their chances for them. So I do look at both teams to score.
So maybe Atalanta to win and both teams to score could well be...
any time to score.
Yeah, could well be. Danny Lopez says, I see Atlantis Team total 1.5, over 1.5 hitting. Empoli can't keep clean sheets. Question is, how many will they allow? Exactly. Atalanta to win and both teams to score could well be the way to go. Okay, let's have a little look at the official picks for game number 2, please. It's just Empoli +2 at -120. So Matty just believes that Atalanta are not going to win by 3 clear goals. So maybe this is a 3-1 push. But Empoli at -160 just to score could well just be penciled in.